Hey everyone, I'm going to teach you how to make a famous Chinese dish called Mapo Tofu. It's originated in Sichuan province. It's a spicy vegetarian dish, however you can add meat to it if you're not a vegetarian and you like to eat meat. These are the 5 main ingredients that you need, which is soy sauce, oyster sauce, and if you do really like spicy stuff, you can add hot sesame oil, tofu, which is the main ingredient obviously, because it's called Mapo Tofu. And because I like beef, I've decided to buy beef, but originally they use ground pork. The first thing you need to do is cut the tofu. So the best way to cut the tofu is obviously you need to cut the package. You need to drain out the original water that they have, and you want to wash the tofu, which is, so you want to put faucet water and then drain it. And then you want to take out the tofu in the package and cut into sizes, whatever size that you like. Medium size, small size, but it's better to cut into little squares. And this is the size that you can use. Excuse me. You want to have bigger sizes because as you're cooking it, the tofu will break into small pieces. For the purposes of my tofu, I would like to use a regular firm tofu. Some people like to use soft silken tofu. However, when you start cooking and stir frying the mapo tofu, it tends to become a big blob of tofu. For the purposes of the speech, I will be showing you how to use everything. First, you want to stir fry or cook your meat, because if you cook raw meat with other products, there's going to be cross-contamination. So you want to be sure that you cook your meat first in your pot. So after cooking your meat, you want to use your sauces. You can put either sauce in first, soy sauce and oyster sauce together first. And according to your preference of taste, you can add either one more. If you want it saltier, you can add more soy sauce. And if you want it a little bit sweet, you can add your oyster sauce. Personally, I like to add hot sesame oil to give it a twing, I suppose. A spiciness to it, which makes it a little bit taste better. And then you want to add your tofu afterwards. According to the Travel China Guide, mapo tofu is one of the most famous Western dishes in the USA. You can find it at any Chinese restaurant. It's one of the original Chinese dishes that hasn't been Americanized. It's also the characters of mapo tofu is the shape of an old woman, which is relevant to the Chinese. Which is relevant to the Chinese story of the creation of mapo tofu. Also, a lot of Chinese people like to eat rice with their food. One of the rices I have here is jasmine brown rice. It's a healthy rice. Most people eat jasmine rice, which isn't good for diabetics. However, jasmine brown rice counterattacks the diabetes. Brown rice is good for diabetics because it is low in sugar. One easy way to cook it is if you want 1 cup, you just put it in your rice cooker, and you want to be sure to wash the rice thoroughly. 2 to 3 times is a good amount of time to wash it. And there's also instructions on the back of your rice bag that will tell you how to cook the rice. So those are the ways to cook your mapo tofu. You guys can go home and have a good Chinese meal.